Good morning, everyone. It's Mary Ann Pizzatola from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. This message is for Gloria Middleton from local CWA 180. Gloria, many of your active union members, are paying attention to our organization fighting for our healthcare. Why? Because you are on the wrong side of history, my sister. This week you decided, I guess, to take another step down the hole and go into sending out robo messages, or I think you have a staffer calling your members, telling them that Councilman Barron's Intro 1099, which would require the city to provide a Medigap plan, interferes in your collective bargaining. You see, we wouldn't need legislation to protect a Medicare-eligible retiree if the unions were actually protecting retiree benefits like you used to. Unfortunately, it has been proven time and time again in court that the unions are on the wrong side of history. So I'm giving you one other opportunity. Come on to the right side. Stop calling your active members and telling them to call the city council that Intro 1099 from Councilman Barron requiring the city to provide a Medigap plan like we've had since 1967 is illegal and jeopardizes your collective bargaining. Remember something, my dear, unions do not bargain for retirees. Retirees cannot bargain. The benefits we earned while we were employed, we take into retirement, and we're supposed to have them until our death. This is why we slaved for years working for the city of New York and gave up other things in order to have these. These are our benefits, and that does not entitle you to take them away. 2 courts, 6 judges, 6 times has decided for the retirees that the city, of which you supported inaction, one of many, was illegal. Stop lying. You should be protecting a retiree's healthcare benefit. And what I'm really excited about is active workers are finally paying attention, that their union leaders, like yourself, Gloria, are selling off them. And then now you're calling them, asking them to sell themselves out even more by calling these council members to say, hey, don't pass that Intro 1099, Councilman Barron's legislation that would protect retiree health care. You're asking them to sell out their future selves. How do you feel about that, Gloria? Think about that for a moment. You're asking them to do something out of loyalty rather than competence. I'm disappointed in you. But I guess I shouldn't be, because you've not listened, you've not returned our phone calls, and you don't want to learn. I'm sorry, Gloria. You are on the wrong side of history. When courts keep saying that you have done something wrong and what you've done is illegal, you should be demanding your position with the city, that they should be rolling back whatever they're holding you to in that 18 MLC agreement that you agreed to, of which you are now part of the executive committee as the treasurer. And this falls squarely on you. Henry Garrido this weekend chose to threaten me while we were at the parade to say, hey, you know, Marianne, if you take this all the way to the New York State Court of Appeals and you lose this, this is on you. No, I will say this again, loud and clear, right here. This is on you. Because you put us in this position, you chose to sell off our retiree health benefits, you chose to privatize our Medicare, and you chose to sign on to a letter with the MLC and the CLC, Central Labor Council, with 15 private sector unions that didn't even know what the hell that they were signing on to. They all, as were told by Henry, that they were signing on to that letter because the council was interfering in their union business. Once we told them what was going on, you had to hear the commentary we got back. That's the side of history you want to be on. You still have an opportunity to fix this. If we go to the New York State Court of Appeals and for whatever reason, if we do lose this case, sister, this isn't on me. You have just screwed every New York City retiree and every worker's retired future. This is on you because you did this. You put us in this position. You are lying to your active workers, and you could have rolled this back. We fought the good fight, and we'd still be proud of whatever we do, even if we don't accomplish the end goal of winning yet again in court. But I'm going to tell you this right here. This is on you. Gloria, you have my phone number. I've called your office many times. I've tried to educate you as to the differences between Medicare and Medicare Advantage. Medicare Advantage is not Medicare, and it is not an advantage. You want to harm your people like the judge affirmed would happen? You keep going down this road. But this, Gloria, and Henry, and Michael, and the unions that are supporting this move, this is on you.